You may be knowing something and you may not be doing it and not getting the results and searching the entire world for something new. But maybe the answer is just what you know. Today, I'm going to share with you my biggest secret that I share with my students in Mastering Watercolor Realism to help them become a very good watercolor artist. You have seen my student results and you must be feeling that how a person who has got absolutely no expertise with watercolors and starting from absolute scratch, how they can create their very first painting as a professional quality painting. So this is the secret which I share with my students, and that is the number one most important for you to become a better quality artist. Okay, so I know this is going to sound tremendously like hyped. You may think that, oh no, Meeta, maybe there are several other things that you must be sharing with your students that is making them a very good artist. Yes, there are a lot of many things which I'm sharing with my students and that are making them very good artists. But without this particular thing which I'm going to share with you today, if you remove this one thing, then it is impossible for my students to get the result. Okay, so this is the most important secret that can help you to become an amazingly great artist. Okay, and how I learned it from? I learned it from watching not only professional painters, I learned it from watching cricketers, badminton players, wrestlers, singers, musicians, karate players, and all the artists around the globe. I checked each one of them. Like I researched thousands of artists, and I found that this one thing is the common point. No matter what kind of artists they are, whether they are singers, dancers, musicians, whether they are players, whether they are entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs are also artists, right? So no matter what kind of artist it is, this one thing which I'm going to share with you, that is the common. So if you remove every single thing, okay, or rather if you do every single thing which I ask you to do, but if you remove this one secret, if you don't do this one, you will not improve. Okay, so this is the most important. Why I'm sharing this? Because it is really important. And if you really want to become a professional quality, very high quality artist, this thing is going to help you. Okay, now when I will share with you this, you will say, oh, Meeta, I know that. Okay, so I will tell you beforehand, knowing and doing, these are totally different things. You may be knowing something and you may not be doing it and not getting the results and searching the entire world for something new. But maybe the answer is just what you know. The whole world knows that how to become slim. Eat less, work out more. Two simple things. Eat less, work out more. That is the secret of becoming slim. But check it out. There are so many fat people out there, right? So many people are struggling to reduce their weight, are not able to do it because it is not like they don't know it. It is that they don't do it. Okay, so ready for the secret? It is this one. Practice, practice, practice. But practice in the right manner. First, you know what is the right manner. And once you know what is the right manner, then you practice, 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 practice. Okay, this is important. You need to know what is the right manner. Because if you practice in the wrong manner, you are simply developing a habit which is not going to give you the results. So first you know what is the right manner, and then you just practice, practice, practice. Okay, and I will give you what is the meaning of it. Because unless and until you understand the true meaning of this, what I say, practice, practice, you will think, Meeta, it is so simple, it is so easy. This is simply not the truth. Okay, see, this is the meaning of practice. Let's say I tell let's say there are two of my students. Okay, one student is a really good student and one student is not so good student, right? So let's say I have told both the students to do practice in the right manner. I've taught them the right manner and I've asked them to practice. So this is what a bad student will do. Okay, so this is a bad student. Okay, now I will tell you beforehand that there are a lot of books where it is said that students are never bad. It is only the teacher who are bad, right? It is said in Karate Kid movie. Okay, there is nothing called as bad student. There is only bad teacher. I beg to disagree with that, right? Okay, so this is a bad student. I'm teaching exactly the same. I'm teaching them the right way and I'm teaching them how to practice. So this is what the bad student will do. The bad student will practice. Okay, Meeta has asked me to do lines, so let's do lines. I think I can make good lines. This is pretty good. I'm feeling very confident to do the lines. My lines are quite straight. I'm done. Okay, so this is what a bad student will do. And this is what, and I will tell you the difference, right? This is what a good student will do. I mean, the excellent student will do, right? And there are a lot of students in between bad student and excellent student. Let's say excellent. So this student, first of all, will do the lines in order to develop the skill. Can I make straight lines? Now, once they have created, let's say, 30, 40 lines, now the student thinks that, okay, now I will develop my observation skill. How fast am I doing? How straight am I doing? Are they exactly parallel? Can I make it better? How can I make it better? So the student will keep on challenging himself or herself. How can I make it better? I know I can make it better. Let's make it further better, right? Now, after maybe 100 lines, the student will say, I'm getting bored, but the student is continuing to to paint, right? The student's mind is working like this. I think you have done enough of practice for today. You have got other things to do. You have to cook, you have to clean, you have to do the dishes. Now the excellent student is still practicing. I have to become a very good artist. I want to become an excellent artist. I have to practice more than anybody else is doing right now. I will practice. And the brain is saying like this, go now, it is done. I think you have done enough. You have done more than 100 lines. All the lines are looking perfect. You are brilliant. Just go. You are done. And the student is still practicing. Meeta has asked me to do the lines. Let's do it. Right? And doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. And the quality is not decreasing. It is not like da, 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 da. This is not what defines an excellent student. This defines a bad student. Okay, because the excellent student knows the right manner, and now practice means doing in the right manner. So the bad student will say, oh, okay, I have to do 100. Okay, let's do it. But the good student knows the right way and does it. Why? Is there a lack of knowledge here? Both the student are getting the right knowledge. Both the student are getting exactly the same knowledge. Right? Now, what makes this student different? Is the knowledge any different? No. Is this student is having less household work than this one? No. Is this student having a less quality paintbrush or paper? No. This student is having something called as grit. Okay? Resilience. REZILIENCE. Okay? Resilience. Patience. And attitude. This is the secret of becoming a great artist. It is not the knowledge. It is not the practice. It is how you do things, right? I'm giving every single student exactly the same knowledge, but some student will be like this and some student will be like this, right? The students who will be like this are the students who deserves the result. And the students who will be like this do not deserve the result. Why? That is because this student, when this student is doing all these things, is repeating, is practicing, the student is telling internally, I am the best. I am the best. I can do the best. I deserve the best. The student is practicing every single line with effort, with determination, with resilience, with patience, and is telling themselves that I deserve the best. I am the best. So when the person is doing this, every single line the person is practicing and saying, I'm the best, I deserve the best, the subconscious mind is becoming more and more ready and willing for an extraordinary artwork. On the other hand, when the bad student, again, I beg to differ. In the movie Karate Kid, it was said that there is nothing called as bad student, there can be only bad teacher. It is not true. At least in current world, it is not true. Okay, why? Because the teacher is giving training on online mode most of the time, right? Most of the courses are online courses. The teacher is not doing partiality and giving more focus on one student and less focus on another student. It could have been that case in earlier days where there was a direct one-on-one kind of communication. Now everything is mostly online teaching. A teacher cannot give one student more attention and less attention to another student. Everything is online. So when I tell something to all my students, all the students are there. Okay? Some students decide internally to be a bad student and not take action or not take action in the right manner. And some students, they decide in themselves that they want to be in the category of excellent student and take the action as if they are excellent artists. So when these students, they all create painting, their subconscious mind has already been trained. Their subconscious mind already knows that what results they are getting. The bad students have told themselves thousands of times that they don't deserve the right results. Okay. So now when the time comes, when they create a painting, their subconscious mind, no matter how hard work they do, their subconscious mind knows that, I'm not going to get any good results. Because by that time, they have told themselves thousands of times that I'm not going to get the good results. So what's the point in doing the hard work? On the other hand, there is another artist who is excellent, who is starting from absolute scratch, knows nothing about watercolors. But when given a task, they are doing the task with most diligence. They're doing it with great determination, patience, and the right attitude. And when they're doing it, they're telling themselves that I deserve the best. I am the best. I am a best artist. Okay. And now, when they are creating the painting, their subconscious mind is already framed. The subconscious mind says that, okay, you have to do this here and here, because, this is something which is missing in this painting, and this is something which is missing in that painting. I think you can do this one better. And they keep on making their painting excellent with every single brushstroke. You know why? Because now their subconscious mind is totally trained to see what is the best. On the other hand, the bad student, when the bad student is creating this kind of homework, right? They are telling themselves that this is what they deserve. It is not they haven't got the training. It is not that they haven't got the directions of how to do the practice, but they decide in themselves what they are going to become. Okay. Now, when this student is creating this painting, their subconscious mind is used to this. So they are not even able to find out how can they make this better. Right? On the other hand, this person, their subconscious mind is already very used to this kind of results. Now, when they do any mistake, right, their subconscious mind is saying, I think you have to improve this section better, you have to make this one correct, this one is not going in the right direction. So they continuously make their painting better and better and better and better. There are artists who say that, I don't think I can do this. Oh my God, this seems so tough. Selling is not my cup of tea. I can't do this painting. It seems so difficult. Figurative is not my cup of tea. I don't like portraits. I can do flowers, but I cannot do this one. So these are all the examples. These are all the words that you're telling yourself unconsciously all the time. There is another good one. When a few years back, when I shared my daughter, at that time she was just 7 years old, my daughter's painting for the first time on social media, on Facebook, lot of people commented. And they said, wow, she's a daughter of an artist, like mother, like daughter, and she's born talented. When you are saying, let's say you are internally giving this kind of sentences to other people, internally you are telling yourself that I cannot do it because I'm not born talented. I cannot do it because my mother was not an artist. I cannot do it because it is not in my blood. So whenever a person looks at another artist's painting and says that, oh, this person can do it, I cannot, you are subconsciously training your mind not to get amazing results. That is the first bad habit you have to just root out. You have to just take it out, and then you can start becoming a good artist. Okay? Practice in the right direction is going to make you a brilliant artist. I hope that helped somebody who is watching. Okay, take care and bye-bye, and see you in the next video.